Hello from me, Dina Marais. I'm the founder of Soul Purpose Publishing and Coaching. I'm a certified Quantum Leap Transformation Coach, specializing in soul alignment, supporting you to create your dream business and life in harmony with your soul essence, and host of the Soul Purpose Bliss podcast. Wherever you listen or watch this, please subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment. And before we start, I want to remind you to get my free ebook, Cultivate Soul Alignment to Manifest Your Dream Life and Business at bit.ly/Dina Soul Alignment. Today, my very special guest is Christa Swart. To be best-selling author of My Mess is My Message, inspiring stories of incredible women who found purpose and prosperity through adversity. And as the publisher and fellow author, it is my pleasure to bring you a taste of what to expect in this amazing, life-changing book. Thank you, Christa, for joining me.
Thank you, Dina. Thank you for the privilege, and it's awesome to be here. Thank you.
So, Christa, tell us, why did you join the book? What attracted you to it?
Yo, Dina, I saw a message on Facebook, and you wrote there about the calling. You know, if something calls you, you can ignore it once, you can ignore it twice, but if there's a calling, there's a calling. And it just immediately spoke to me, and it said, you know, I felt how many times have I put off to put myself out there? To take the next step, to tell my story. There was always reasons why I couldn't or thought it wasn't good enough, which is part of my story. And I said, you know what? There's never going to be a time. And this sounded like a perfect opportunity, looking at it, how it's structured, the support that was there, me being brand new in all of this. I felt safe, and I felt it was just a golden opportunity. And I just took the leap, and I don't regret it for a minute.
Oh, that's wonderful. And it's so great to have you as an author with us, Christa.
Thank you. And I'm so pleased about all the other women. It's just so fantastic.
It's lovely. Hey, all these beautiful women, really. Yeah. I'm totally blown away by everyone. Christa, tell us about your story. What is your story about?
You know, my story is about me looking for truth. And I was wondering about what is my truth, and exploring. And as I said in my book, I'm a predisposition seeker. So I was seeking, and I was looking, and I was asking a lot of questions. And as my path unfolded, it was to find my voice in the world, to say, who am I? What is my place and purpose? And really just how that took shape. And then I became ill, and what transpired there is really about surrendering to what is. And in that moment of surrender, to flow with what the universe has installed for me, instead of resisting it or trying to control it, it just opened up possibilities, and it opened up so many new avenues. Wow. Of how I can support people who are maybe looking, are seeking, just like I was.
Yes, in that process of surrendering, because we've been so conditioned to control and to hold everything. Everything is up to us, kind of thing. Hey,
100%. And I didn't realize how much until I surrendered to the process. And truly, if I in my story, I tell about that process and what made it so significant, and to really feel that release and to flow with what is and what is needed and what is planned for you. I didn't realize how much I controlled, or, you know, I thought, no, I'm not a control person at all. Surprise. Yeah.
So, Christa, what would you say is your greatest message from your mess?
You know what? For me, it started with awareness. Mm-hmm. It is something that there's a feedback loop. I call it a feedback loop from something that happens in your life that is not how you thought it would be. It's not the response that you wanted. It didn't turn out the way you thought it would. Something that makes you sit up straight and say, sure, maybe there's a different way, or what is this about? Why does this keep on happening? And all of a sudden you notice a pattern or you notice a trend. So it starts with awareness, and from awareness is the process of seeking and of looking and of exploring. And really what it was about for me is to have the inner journey. It's the interior.
Yeah.
Everything happens in the interior. So it's very much a personal internal process. And that then reaps external rewards. So what is happening here is reflected out there.
Cannot happen any other way, hey?
Yeah. So leadership development is pretty much a personal development journey. Now, if you want to develop leaders, how do you develop a leader? It's the interior of the intervener. It's how I show up as a leader, my presence and my interaction.
Yes, yes, the inner game, as we say. And you started saying something about that, but what is your purpose? What is it that you do?
Yeah, I work mainly in corporate, and I work with leadership, mainly senior to young execs, or senior that's just into going into that next level of executive. So it is to help them to say, how do I navigate me? Because the world is so complex. There's such a lot of moving parts. There's such a lot of balls to juggle. And it's not necessarily going to change. We're never going to go back where it's linear, stable, controlled. It's getting used to working with this. And the only way that I found that one can work with it is to work with the interior, to build your internal capacity so that you can be still and centered and have enough inside so that you can work with what's on the outside and navigate, the challenges that comes in a different way. But it needs to come from here. And from there you navigate.
Oh, yeah.
The external, yeah.
Yeah, and that presence, hey, to step into presence and your heart, basically, and to, from there, work towards from internal towards external, instead of the other way around, that it is 100%. For most people, yeah.
100%, because that puts you in control. Interesting, we're talking about control, but not control in a negative sense, but control like locus of control, proactive, more
thoughts, discipline your mind.
More deliberate. You are more deliberate in your actions. It's not that you react and you respond. You are more in control of how you respond, what you do, how you navigate, and you bring the stability in your team or in your organization in how you show up and how you navigate from that place of inner knowing. So that's why personal development is so important, because I need to know who I am. What do I stand for? So that it's authentic and real, and that gives you the confidence to stand in your shoes and have the authority that commands that respect and that commands almost followership. People want to follow something that is real, or someone that is real and authentic, and you can sense the substance there. It's sense. It's not in necessarily always the words. It comes from a deeper place.
It's from that whole energy being, the whole energy of the being,
100%.
Like a pillar of strength, pillar of calm.
100%. So it's to access that. How do I access that? And build that capacity.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And I suppose that you have a wonderful offer for people when the book is launched.
Definitely. There will be an offer. I want to keep it as a surprise, but there's this very special offer. So keep, like they say, watch this space. Definitely there will be something very special, and I want to make it special. So it will be something personal that I want to offer.
Oh, that sounds so exciting. And just so for everyone to know that the book will be launched on the 1st of April, and all proceeds will go to 2 charities that we have selected. and that is iamonwatch.org. It's about human trafficking. And the other one is waterwellness.ca. So these are the two charities. And so when you buy the book, even if you don't have a Kindle, for 99 cents, 99 US cents, you will be supporting the authors as well as contributing to these causes. And it would be absolutely wonderful to get your hand on this book, or even your Kindle on this book. The paperback will come out a little bit later, but for us, this is the first launch. And if you can support us, we would really appreciate that.
Would be fantastic.
Thank you, Christa. It's been awesome having you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dina. Thanks for the opportunity. I really appreciate it. And I can't wait to see what difference this book is going to make and the people that we are going to take along with us. So it's really a privilege. Thank you.
Thank you.